This morning we went and got a rental car, and we've come to sign in immigration and customs and stuff, and they all close at lunchtime, so we've come out and got some lunch. The Curacao floating bridge is just open. We're driving past trying to find Mum and Dad, and the view has been obstructed by a restaurant and a giant iguana.
Birdies! Birdies. We found a hummingbird. It's flying around the hot pokers, which is behind the camera. We always see them when you least expect them, like the parrots just now. The parrots and hummingbirds around us. We're in the immigration dock with oil pumping out and stuff. It's just crazy where you find them.
I just discovered a banana that had been eaten by a bat last night. I did see one fly in and out, but after I went to bed they must have come back and really eaten into it because it's quite hollow inside.
Dad and I have just come up to the fort. It's just a little fort. And there's the big cable laying shed. Just came up, and this is the very top of the fort. It's pretty impressive. That's gonna be up in a sec. Faster than normal. And look at the water. So clear. Dad finally made it. I came up on top of the middle pole. Dad's going down the hole. Cannons. And then we're back down another set of stairs. Fucking cactus.
We had a really great rental car company, but the only criteria they gave us is don't go on any dirt roads. Oops, hope they're not watching.
Smacking cactuses. Yeah. Mum and Dad are all the way across the lake, flat. Blake is short. That's a goat barbecue.
We are waiting for the bats to come.
That is a banana.
So we had a bat fly in the boat and it can't figure out how to get out. Take it all the way off, Leo. It better not shit in my bedroom. Oh, he's out.
The boys decided to go and check out Hato Caves. I didn't join them as there were too many stairs and I couldn't manage it on my crutches. They were advised that they couldn't do any video recording there, but didn't want me to miss out.
Hato Caves. During the early days of slave trade in Curacao, escaped slaves used them for hiding places and lived in them for months at a time. Even before the arrival of Europeans and slaves, the Amira Indian Arawaks used them for shelter and left behind cave drawings or petroglyphs, estimated 1,500 years old.
The Queen Emma Bridge is a pontoon bridge that crosses the main harbour in Curacao. It's powered by two giant diesel engines on one end with a hut, and the other end has a big hinge for it to swing back and forth to allow boats to go through regularly.
in Spanish waters and thought today we would do a dinghy trip around and explore the Spanish waters a bit more. It's got a very narrow entrance, which we videoed earlier, and then lined on all the shores are all these amazing little houses with all sorts of different access to the water. So we'll show you around.
The entranceway you can't see it, there's a few boats coming over there, and it's a narrow entranceway, and inside is pretty much everywhere else calm. It just blows up 15-20 knots every day and then settles down at night time.
There's a lot of random houses as well.
Sailors home.
Trying to plane. Getting there. Takes a while to get up.
We just dropped Mum off at the hospital. Now we are exiting.
Why is she at the hospital?
She is hopefully getting her cast off to get a moon boot put on. Big car park. We are at the fish bar.
Diviserage restaurant.
Is it good?
That's good. It was good. It's all gone, so it must be good.
They gave us chunks of fish. This restaurant's at the entrance to Pescadero Harbour. It's been a pretty cloudy, rainy day.
We got this email from the people who found our second bottle. I'll read it out to you. Dear Jeffrey family, we have found your bottle number 2. It was laying between the washed up sargassum on Bachelor's Beach, Aruba. Morning around 9 a.m. during scheduled track monitoring. Attached are the photos of the bottle and the sargassum as found, the letter that was in the bottle, and a screenshot with the GPS of the location where it was found. We wish you all the best continuation of your journey. Kind regards, Van der Waal family.
We've been here about a week, and we've finally come to check out of the country, and we've spent about half an hour trying to get into the checkout building because all the gates were closed. And then next we are going to Colombia.
As you're aware, when we arrived in Curacao, we had to have PCR tests and quarantine on the boat until they came back clear. Yesterday they announced that Curacao is dropping all requirements for PCR testing and that you can just arrive and come in, and today they announced that mandatory mask wearing has been dropped, and so you don't have to wear a mask anymore. Good morning. We're up anchoring and heading to Klein Curacao, where we're going to spend the night before we passage to Colombia tomorrow.
We've arrived at Klein Curacao. Haven't anchored yet, but kind of looks like there's a whole village of beach huts. Got Blake and Dad discussing the island and Mum was on out.
lighthouse on Klein Curacao is 22 metres tall and now powered by solar powers and LEDs. The buildings attached to it were once used as quarantine facilities for sick slaves before they were taken to mainland Curacao. We're all ready, just a few last minute jobs, one being the kids having a freshwater shower, up anchor, and we're off to Santa Marta, which is 364 nautical miles. So we'll see you when we get there.